Well, good morning. Thought I'd do something a little different and sit outside and do the talk outside this morning. It's a beautiful, rather chilly, but beautiful blue sky. Sun is shining. I hope you all are getting a chance to enjoy the wonderful weather that we're experiencing. For my talk, what I want to start doing is looking at the Psalm of Ascents, beginning at Psalm 120 and working our way through all of them. The Psalm of Ascents, if you're not familiar with them, they are believed to be sung either by the Levites as they went up the steps to the temple, or by the pilgrims during the three major festivals throughout the year, that as they approached Jerusalem and the temple, they would sing this as they were getting closer and closer to the temple, rejoicing. And reading through them, I thought how appropriate would be for us to go through them as we have the expectation that God is going to restore corporate worship soon. So let me begin with Psalm 120. In my distress I called to the Lord, and he answered me. Deliver me, O Lord, from lying lips, from a deceitful tongue. What shall be given to you, and what more shall be done to you, you deceitful tongue? A warrior's sharp arrows with glowing coals from the broom tree. Woe to me that I sojourn in Meshech, that I dwell among the tents of Kedar. Too long have I had my dwelling among those who hate peace. I am for peace, but when I speak, they are for war. And so here is the first song of ascent. And notice how it begins in verse 1. In my distress I called to the Lord, and he answered me. The psalmist begins absolutely confident the Lord delivers him from whatever is at stake. And then in verses 2 through 7, we hear of his distress. He wants to be delivered from lying lips and from deceitful tongues. And as a matter of fact, if you skip down to verse 5, he says this, Woe to me that I sojourn in Meshech, that I dwell among the tents of Kedar. Now you and I may read these words and go, what does that mean? Well, Meshech and Kedar are two places that were far from the promised land. In other words, what he's saying is, I am in exile. I know that the Lord will deliver me, but I am right now in exile. I am right now in despair. I am right now lost. But I am confident that the Lord will deliver me. He will hear my prayers, and he will answer me. Isn't that glorious? Here is the first psalm that the pilgrims or the Levites would sing, that the Lord answered them in distress. And they were confident in that while in the midst of distress. Think of our situation right now. Think of all that is going on, the ups and downs, the questioning of all that is going on, the lack of corporate worship, and our dismay over it, and rightly so. And yet we can look at this psalm and respond in the same way. We are confident that the Lord answers us in our distress, that the Lord will deliver us, even though at this moment we are in exile from corporate worship. Oh, what glorious hope is given. What glorious hope is given in this psalm, as the psalmist is confident that in the midst of his distress, God will answer him, and he will find peace. Here is our hope too. Here is our hope for all the days of our life. The Lord answers his people, and the Lord will deliver us always from our distress. May that encourage you as you continue on day to day